Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on the IRS tax exemption process. So if you're a founder with a big, world-changing idea for a nonprofit, we're going to give you the map you need to get this thing off the ground.
So you've got it, right? That mission, that passion, that vision to make a real, tangible difference. You are ready to build something that truly serves a greater purpose.
And then, bam, you hit the wall of paperwork. The forms, the rules, the deadlines. It can feel like, whoa, this is way too much. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be a showstopper. Let's break it down, starting with what tax-exempt even means. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about what it actually means to be a tax-exempt organization and why getting this official status is such a powerful tool for your mission. At its core, tax-exempt status is basically the IRS giving you a formal thumbs up saying, hey, we see you and we recognize that your organization serves the public good. Because you're set up for one of those special purposes in the tax code, you get exempt from federal income tax. And that, of course, frees up way more of your resources to go directly to your mission.
You know, it's a huge misconception that nonprofit just means charity. The reality is so much broader. Just look at the variety here. You've got everything from social welfare orgs and labor unions to business leagues. Now, yeah, 501c3 charities are definitely the most common, but it's really important to know that the tax code supports a whole spectrum of missions, and each one has its own specific set of rules.
All right, let's get into the main event, the application itself. I know it can feel like some epic quest, but we're going to break it down into a clear, totally manageable path. Now, before you even think about touching that main application, stop. These 3 tasks are your essential groundwork. Seriously, think of it like gathering your supplies before you start the journey. You just can't move forward without them. So what is an employer identification number, or EIN? The easiest way to think about it is like a social security number, but for your organization. The IRS is crystal clear about this. You must have an EIN number before you can even submit your application. It's a non-negotiable first step, period. So if you're starting a 501c3 charity, this is one of your first big decisions. The IRS actually offers a streamlined path, which is Form 1023 Easy. It's designed for smaller organizations. We're talking those that expect to bring in less than 50 grand a year and have less than 250 grand in assets. If you're going to be bigger than that, you'll be filing the full Form 1023.
Okay, so you've got your EIN, you've picked your form, now it's time to actually assemble your application package. You're going to need a really detailed story about your activities, your financial data, or just a proposed budget if you're brand new, a signed copy of your organizing documents like your articles of incorporation, and of course the user fee. And it all gets submitted electronically. I want you to listen to this warning because it comes directly from the IRS and every single founder needs to hear it. If your application isn't complete, they will return it to you. Notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say they'll call you or email you to ask for the missing piece. Nope, the whole thing just gets sent back. Being super diligent here can save you weeks, maybe even months of delays. After all that hard work, this is the prize. The IRS determination letter. This is the official document that says, congratulations, your organization is officially recognized as tax-exempt. Okay, but this might be one of the most critical questions for any founder. The effective date of your exemption. It has huge financial implications, especially for those early donations you might be getting. I want you to burn this number into your brain. 27. Why? Because the 27 months right after your organization is legally created are absolutely critically important to your financial future. This timeline lays it all out, and it's a huge deal. If you file your application within those 27 months of your formation date, your tax-exempt status gets backdated all the way to day 1. That means all those early donations are tax-deductible for your donors. But if you file after that 27-month window closes, your status only starts on the day you apply, no retroactive benefits. So getting that letter, it feels like you've crossed the finish line, right? Well, not exactly. It's a huge milestone for sure, but it's not the end of the road. Now, your journey shifts to maintaining that status you worked so hard to get. And this is so important to remember. This status can be taken away. It's best to think of your determination letter as conditional. It's only valid as long as you play by the rules.
The good news is the rules for staying compliant are pretty simple, but they are also super strict. To keep your status, you have to file an annual information return. That's usually a Form 990, and you have to stick to your original mission. On the flip side, what gets you in trouble? Failing to file for 3 years in a row leads to automatic revocation. The same thing can happen if there are material changes to your purpose or if the IRS finds out your original application wasn't accurate.
Wow, we have navigated a lot of pretty complex territory. So let's pull it all together and consolidate everything into a clear map with your key action items. So if you remember nothing else from today, remember these 5 things. 1. Get your EIN first. It's non-negotiable. 2. Choose the right form for your financial size. 3. Be meticulous with your application so it doesn't get bounced back. 4. Hit that 27-month deadline. It's so critical for your benefits. And finally, number 5. Never, ever, ever forget your annual filing. So there you have it. The path to tax-exempt status is no longer a maze. You have the map, you know the rules, you understand the stakes. Those administrative hurdles, they're now just steps on your journey. The only real question left is, what world-changing mission are you going to bring to life?